Welcome back to your news. Janie Lackman joins me now. She is the Development Director at the Lowcountry Habitat for Humanity. Janie, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning.
So most are aware of the name Habitat for Humanity, and I'm sure they've seen these signs around and all of that, but what exactly does Lowcountry Habitat do?
Well, when people think of Habitat, they think of building houses, and that's exactly what we do, is we partner with families to give them that hand up to home ownership. At the end of the process, they actually have a mortgage, just like you or I would, but their mortgage is a 0% interest mortgage based on the cost to build the home, and that's a huge difference.
Oh, that's enormous, absolutely. So for your current house build project, what are the status of what you've got going on right now?
Well, right now we have 2 builds that are working on Mossy Oaks Road. Both of those properties were donated to us by the City of Beaufort, so we're very thankful for that. One of the projects is our Faith Build. The Faith Build is working with all of the local churches that came together to help us provide both volunteers as well as funding for that build. The other build is our WHHI-TV build. Both of them will be finishing up within the next month or 2, and we'll have those homeowners in those houses.
Well, speaking of projects, are there upcoming projects specifically that need either volunteer and or funding assistance?
Well, we always need help with both of those things, but specifically we're working on the house that kids built, and that's really exciting. That's working with our local children to get them involved, not only in the funding, but the planning and the building of the house. So we're really excited about that project and would love to have more people involved in it.
Fantastic. Well, Janie, if you would, tell us something that we may not already know about Lowcountry Habitat for Humanity.
Well, we do a lot of stuff. One of the things a lot of people don't know that we do is our Restore has a line of furniture called the Beaufort Collection. And the Beaufort Collection is made from reclaimed wood. They sell lots of different items, from Adirondack chairs to porch swings, all kinds of things along that line. We actually partnered with the City of Beaufort and the Cultural District to build the benches that are going to be installed here in Beaufort soon.
That's fantastic. So do you have, other than builds, do you have any new or upcoming events that you'd like to tell us about?
We actually do. One of the things we started a couple years ago is a couple different runs, and we've added one to that. We're doing a Labor Day 5K on Labor Day out on Fripp Island, and then we're having our 2nd annual Turkey Trot 5K in downtown Beaufort on Thanksgiving. And the 2nd weekend in January, we will have our 3rd run, which is our Resolution Run 5K.
Great. So for our viewers who may be interested in getting involved, do you need volunteers? And if you do, in what capacity would they be useful to you?
We always need volunteers. We need volunteers in every aspect of what we do. Right now, one of the things we really need help with are painters to help with our Beaufort collection working out in our warehouse. And that's simply painting the furniture we make. But we also, of course, always need volunteers on the construction site. We use volunteers in all of our events, volunteers at the Restore, which is a lot of fun. If you haven't been there, I'd suggest you check it out.
Fantastic. Janie, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you. You have a great day.
Officer Othoniel Hatchett of the Beaufort City Police is in the studio with us today. Officer Hatchett, welcome back.
Good morning, Danielle. Thank you.
So let's talk a little bit about community outreach programs and what the officers are doing. First of all, what is the community outreach program?
Community outreach programs are a program that is run by churches and different groups or different organizations with specific characteristics, in which they're trying to identify a specific needs in the community.
So it sounds like there might be a couple of different types of community outreach programs. Is that right?
That's correct. There's different type of outreach community in which a lot of people think is a specific based on or targeting like a poor area, but in reality, there's different type of community outreach program in which include university also run community outreach program. So
for these programs, do you ever have volunteers? And if so, how do you recruit them?
The volunteers in the community outreach program is volunteered by a coordinator who is being the recruiter for the program, and the coordinator run the program and also manage the volunteer.
So now we know a little bit about the kind of programs, but tell us a little bit more about the function of these programs.
Yeah, the functions of this program is to, in a way that we In the community, there are specific needs, and then we find what the needs are, and then we target those needs. You know, one of the examples that I can give you is that, for example, I work with the Beaufort City Police Department, and I work with one of those community outreach programs in which we work with kids that come out of the school after school program.
So you work with kids that come out of the after school program, so that's one of these programs. So I imagine that student safety is part of that.
That's correct. It's one of the safety that we provide as a police officers. One of our role in a community outreach program is that we provide safety and security. Like, let me give you an example. It's like when we go to pick up the kid, we ride a van, and then I ride in the van, and then when the program is over, I run in the van back again to drop him in the house, providing security.
Well, Officer Hatchett, thanks to you and to the entire team for your service and for your time today.
Thank you, Daniel.
After the break, we're back to discuss the 4th of July. Stay right there.